Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good. Sorry. Sorry, I know we have limited time, so I'll jump right into it. First, thank you guys for taking time to speak with me. Um, how did you two get involved in this film?
I've known Matt Johnson for some time now, been a fan of his for longer, even that. And literally, it was during post production on a movie I directed called Random Acts of Violence, where our editor of Blackberry, Kurt Laub, was doing a pass, and MJ came to visit us at the edit suite, and he said, "I want to make a movie about the Blackberry," and I fucking pulled a Blackberry from my pocket and was like, "You've got the guy," and then was like, "I hope he writes a good script because this will be very awkward," because I was very enthusiastic. And he wrote a spectacular script. So that's that.
Yeah, and I came on much later. I had the opportunity to read the script. It was sent to me. It was offered to me. They sent me the script. The script was amazing. I watched Matt's prior films and was just absolutely blown away. And then upon meeting Matt, I could tell he was just a highly intelligent, smart, creative, true lover of films and cinema, and had a really great vision for this film. And so I felt like I was in good hands. And like Jay said, the script was just phenomenal.
Now, both of you have done so many different things, but obviously, most of us know y'all from your comedy stuff you've done. So when you dive into something like this and you're taking on versions of real people, is there a different approach to how you take on the characters for something like this that's not per se funny? I know the you both done drama, but is there some different approach that you have to do to bring these people to life?
It's going to be super annoying to say this or to hear it. It'll be annoying for me to say it too. No, it's all kind of the same, which is you are just trying to be truthful to what the narrative needs you to be in the moments that it needs you, and you kind of go off the document and you go off your director, and those are your kind of guardrails, right? You know uh and so the job is to not make, you know there are actors in comedies and dramas for whom everything is a chance to guitar solo, where all they're thinking about is the like compilation of their best moments on YouTube, or they're acting for their fucking demo reel, or they're acting so hard to get in the fucking trailer, right? And that's the worst. And so at the end of the day, whether you're, being super goofy or you're being super angry or sad, it's all about being authentic and truthful and trying to preserve the integrity of the story that you're helping to tell, is my opinion. What do you think there, Glenn?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, to put it in also in musical terms, I mean, you're hopefully you're handed a great composition, and then the director will tell you whether he wants you to play guitar or play kazoo.
Yep.
And if you're playing the kazoo, it's probably going to be a little bit funny. But ultimately, you're just playing the piece with the instruments that you're given, and you
Well, in
just
the
try
film,
to.
you're both such polar opposite types of characters, which I'm assuming kind of helps playing off each other and stuff. But you also have these very unique looks about you too. So there's so many layers that you're dealing with. Like, I know dealing with real people, how much involvement do y'all get in taking something that's kind of based in truth and kind of getting to do your own thing with it? Because I know you're not looking exactly like them. You don't always
No,
have to be
that's
like them, but
yeah, like we all talked very early about what our gig was, and our gig wasn't to be reenactors, and we're not in the recreations section of a documentary, and we're not reading transcripts, and we're not journalists, so we deal with allegory and illusion and poetry and all of these beautiful things that make a movie and not an article, right? So we if you agree that there's can be a difference between truth and accuracy, right? In other words, let's say the accurate thing is Jim actually tried to bring three different hockey NHL teams to Canada, right? What would be the merit of watching that in a movie? Like the gist is much more important. Therefore, the truth is different than the accuracy. And I think that's kind of the approach we all took with the thing of like knowing that the big truths of this story and why it's worth telling trump anything else. And so we worked backwards from the script that MJ and Matt Miller created, which was itself a dramatization of another book, which was itself recording of real events. And so by the time it gets to us, we have, I don't want to say license or freedom, but there is this laboratory we worked in where we knew we're telling a true story, but we're going to tell it in the way that makes the most sense for the movie, if that sounds kind of like a thing.
Awesome. Well, looks like I have to wrap up already. So, but I greatly appreciate the movie is fantastic. You're both
Thank you.
phenomenal in it. And I really appreciate it. I'm a huge fan of both of you. So it was an
Thank
honor
you.
to get to speak with you even for this brief little bit of time.
Thank you so much. Very nice of
All
you to
right.
say.
Thank you, Bobby.